insecure. Because I'm trying to think, like, if I ever got rejected by a man, which I did. This one guy, it went to his head and he just kept texting me. So I kept going in and I liked him. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I could kick it with him. We kicked it for like the whole summer. And maybe once like the summer started to end, like say mid-August, he started going ghost. So I literally just hit him and I said, yo, what's up with you? I said, like, you don't like me no more? And he was like, to be honest, nah.
TBH shit. Did you get the draws?
No.
Did y'all date?
I wasn't fucking at that time.
But did y'all date?
Well, what did you
Yeah.
When you interacted, there was a relationship.
What?
There was
Hold on. Can we rewind?
You said from May to August, you didn't give up no box.
I was a virgin.
He's not a virgin.
Okay.
So he don't care that you're a virgin.
So my
Okay, but from the start, but
I
from
know
May,
that was the reason.
but from May. Hurt my feelings.
correct.
I'm going to hurt yours.
So this is why. So this brings us back to the male rejection part. That's what's happening with the men, and this is why I think that it's behavior we have to, work through, because that's what's happening. Niggas is hurt. Niggas is emotional and niggas is sensitive.
So the
I
ego.
don't know.
The ego, yeah, it is. I don't know because I don't operate in that world, but I've seen men who the most gangster niggas on the planet, fresh out of jail, argue with their girl, go back to jail behind some shit because she said something to him, or because she didn't move the way he wanted her to, or like this shit is all too emotional. Like we confuse how you move off of an emotion that you're feeling versus just having the emotion.
Definitely.
Because if you was like, hey, look, I don't know how many times I've developed being like, hey, look, like you cute, like can I spit at you? Woo, woo, woo. No, I'm okay. That's all right. You still look good. Thank you for giving me the time of day. Move on, keep it pushing. That takes a lot of work for most men.
Yeah.
Yes, because most men do not it's like a because
I
like
know this.
yeah, no, yeah, it does. It takes a lot of work.
Why
She said
wouldn't
really-
you think that?
Because-
Do you say?
Yeah, women think it's just natural. Like for some dudes, what the Duke calls holla monsters. Some dudes don't care; they'll shoot their shot because it's the same thing with sales. If you're in sales, you get used to rejection after a while. You at them call centers, you get used to rejection. But when you're face to face, women expect us to be able to do that. But a lot of times we get anxiety, approach anxiety. Get scared and get nervous and things like that because you automatically thinking that she's gonna react in a certain way based off of past experiences. But you have to understand, not all women are gonna react like that. Some women aren't gonna bite your head off. Some women are nice, but some women think that, oh, you get nervous. How are you nervous? Just like the same thing when when women say they're scared to approach men because women are just so used to men really approaching them. That's why it's awkward when they approach dudes. Or they don't know what to say, or they say I was flirting with you. Like I just had a woman tell me just now, I was just flirting with you. I didn't know. You have to. Women can't. It's basically through innuendo and through a look. Or I think that by me doing this, you should get the hint. But some men don't. And those guys that he's talking about that lose it and go off, these dudes don't know who they are. You getting your pride hurt by a woman. And you're not in control of your emotions, that's not masculine, bro. You're being in your feminine, especially you're going to put hands on a woman. Come on, man. Let's get back to it.
Things like this? No, I'm just saying. I mean, I know I don't. No, but I feel like I've seen so many men who just be like, oh, okay, you married, you got a man, whatever, and they just have a nice day. So I didn't realize that it takes
work.
It takes something.
So this is, I always say it's like business, right? It's like being a superstar versus being an upcoming artist. It's like being an upcoming artist, like you got to go get it. But when you a big superstar, like it's an incoming call business.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Women have lived their whole entire life as incoming call business.
Great analogy.
So you have a lot of practice at telling niggas no.
Yeah.
Facts.
Men have a lot of practice at telling at going to go get a no. Like we know 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be a no.
Back then, I used to have a lot of girls that'd be like, I never liked dudes with long hair, but I like you.
That's like you pretty for a black girl.
That's
bullshit.
exactly what that
That's
is.
that
Pretty
bullshit.
much.
Ladies, I want you to comment. Have you ever had someone tell you you're pretty for a black girl? Does that even exist? I've never even heard somebody tell somebody that. Even when you say white folks say it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a woman tell me the other day, I usually don't like light-skinned dudes, but I'll make an exception for you. You like who you like at the end of the day. I understand people have a preference. Like if you like dark-skinned men, you like dark-skinned men. If you like light-skinned men, you like light-skinned men, which most women, some women won't really tell you that they like light-skinned men, but they'll be quick to tell you they like dark-skinned men. It's just all on your preference, and you can't get mad at somebody's preference. You know what I'm saying? So Whatever, man.
But how did that make you feel?
I felt like that guy. It's like, yeah, I'm an exception to the rule.
Now, how do you feel when somebody tells you you look pretty but you look pretty for A?
It's offensive.
All right.
It's offensive.
All right.
that?
So that's the difference between how men and
Right.
women are forged. Like we were literally built around those, but it doesn't make it easier. It's still gonna chip away at your ego, your confidence.
Crazy. I never thought.
Some men have never approached women. Some men have never approached a woman ever. You know, and a lot of guys who consume this content have never approached a woman.
About that.
Not mine. I'm different. I was built different.
You're an Aquarius.
I don't-
We're born different. We're born different.
I'll take it, but I just think that, you know, for me, it was like, you know, I was raised by two women. So I've never had that weird disconnect that most men have. Like I've been around women who handle shit, do shit. Like I saw an interview with what's the light skinned girl to get on everybody's nerves, even though she be speaking truth but be mean at
Lori?
the same time. She used to be on Insecure.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
Amanda Seals.
That girl.
Oh.
So she had said something about
Love her.
She had said, Jesus. Telling. No. I like her too sometimes. But she had said something that was like, I think around, like she said something about how you've never, as men, we've never seen a matriarchal figure, a strong woman. And you don't know that you've grown up in a patriarchal society, and you don't know. And I went, well, that's not my experience. Because my first experience with a woman was someone who handled everything in the house. And didn't just handle everything in the house. She taught me that being a man meant that I had to also handle things in the house, that there was no gender-specific deviation. So I always had strong female figures. And the shows that we watched were ethnocentric. So even in blaxploitation films, we had Black Pam Grier, we had Nichelle Nicole, rest in peace. So like my experience is completely different, which is why I can't place my experience on what these weird ass niggas is doing. Which is why when I say most men, 9 out of 10 getting rejected, you can't place your experience because you are not that experience.
I think that honestly, if a man approaches you respectfully, like, hey, you know, I think you look nice, can I get your number, blah, 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 like, you can respond respectfully. Like, there's no need to be disrespectful. There's no need to call anybody thirsty, you know, and maybe that's part of the problem is that there's no mutual respect.
Because if a nigga tell you, hey, look, I'm trying to fuck, that's not necessarily disrespectful. It may be disrespectful to you,
but it's honest.
but that's honest. And you should be like, no, sir, I would not like to fuck, or nigga, I ain't fucking you. That is equal levels of like, I'm
Yes.
cool, you cool. But when you go, nigga, how dare you? Who do you think I am? A person he's trying to fuck. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Like, it's not.
I mean, there's tact when you approach people. You can't. Some people may deem that as. I mean, I think the majority of people will deem that as being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You just saying as much as honest as it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do we talk like that? You know, we not. This ain't DMX. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, our majority of women are either going to say not interested, like as soon as you start talking, or they'll listen to you and they say no, I'm good, or whatever, or you walk up to them, they'll act like you're not even there, which is the thing that frustrates guys when you just pretend that I'm not even here, or whatever, or you just like you look at them and just like whatever. But majority of women aren't like that. They'll just be like, okay, thank you, no, thank you, or I got a man. Quickest thing like that. And you got y'all clever guys that come back. They'll say, well, I was hoping that you were looking for a husband or something like that. You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah, but if you were raised a Protestant or a Baptist or some shit, maybe that to you is an offensive thing to hear.
Yeah.
But objectively, he's not like pressing your line. Because I know niggas who may not cuss at you, may not say that, who will be like, hey, mama, you beautiful, all that. And then you say no, and you're like, bitch, you think you somebody. That to me is far more disrespectful than the nigga trying to be like, hey, I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Like, for him to be like, bitch, you
It
think you
is.
somebody. That's far more disrespectful.
Like a man like who has higher self-esteem would be like just like appalled. But I feel
because
like if
we
for a
got
woman,
rejected to get there.
Don't put me in this category.
Wait, hold on. But for a woman,
That's your vibe.
when a woman has
not in there.
high
taking
security,
L's.
like a woman is not insecure, I don't feel like she takes rejection like and internalizes it and like, you know, then it chips at her ego and she feels insecure. Because I'm trying to think, like, if I ever got rejected by a man, which I did.
Now, you see how she geared up? That's because it's only happened.
Rejection is foreign to a woman. I don't care unless and when whether it's a competition or something, when that happens, now that's like earth shattering. It's like the end of the world. But when it comes to a man, it's very rare. They take rejection. Women take rejection different, as opposed to a woman just straight out telling you no. If you shoot your shot, or you thought you shoot your shot, and he didn't respond in the way because he didn't know you was flirting with him, or he didn't know you was shooting your shot, you think that you got rejected, and the dude may not even know. That's just kind of like how fearful you are at communicating or getting your point across. But rejection is very rare for y'all ladies, because y'all have just so many incoming dicks. Just like he was saying, incoming, and so many incoming dicks, you know, that you have an abundance, a plethora to choose from.
Been once.
Amanda was ready.
That nigga been dead to her since. Let's hear it.
No, he has. So, you know, back in the days where, like, you went on Facebook and y'all played the little like my status for, like, a to be honest. Y'all ever did that on Facebook?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So there was this, I used to be real cute with everybody. I used to be like, oh, you're cute. I don't really know you that well, but you know, you're cute.
Go get it.
So, you know, this one guy, it went to his head and he just kept texting me. So I'm just like, okay, you see, some people just take this shit to the heart, and I'm like, okay. But he was cool, so I kept texting him, and I'm like, he wasn't really that cute to me, but I fucked with him. Like, we
You
had
like the
good
attention and you like the vibe.
Exactly.
That's
So
exactly what it was.
Yeah, so I kept going in and I liked him. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I could kick it with him. We kicked it for like the whole summer. Maybe like
That's what we call
nah,
caught
but from
lacking.
like May. Say
Caught lacking.
May, and maybe once like the summer started to end, like say mid-August,
He got ugly.
niggas started going ghost. So I literally just hit him and I said, yo, what's up with you? I said, do you not fuck with me no more? I was like, you don't like me no more? And he was like, to be honest, nah.
TBH.
And I was just like, you see, that's where you got me fucked up, because I didn't even like you in the first
But you
place.
asked him for his honest.
That's the worst though. When you
When you lowered your
I lowered
standards.
my
Can't get my-
standards. I didn't even want to talk to you for real. You just was being so pressed and so thirsty that I was just like,
Let's-
because they was kicking.
Did you get the draws?
No.
Did y'all
I
date?
wasn't fucking at that time.
But did y'all?
Okay.
But did y'all date?
Well, what
Did
do you
y'all-
expect?
Yeah.
When you interacted, there was a relationship.
What?
There was
Hold on. Can we rewind?
What did
He
you
said, what did I expect? Because I said I wasn't fucking at that time.
He said from May to August, you didn't give up no box.
I was a virgin. I wasn't virgin.
He's not a virgin,
Okay.
so he don't care that you're a virgin.
So my
Okay,
you
but
think
from
that
the
was the
start,
reason?
but
I
from
know
May,
that was the reason.
but from May when we started talking, you knew I was a virgin.
That doesn't mean you wasn't ready.
So
God.
okay,
trying to warm you up?
that didn't even make no sense to me.
sounds
I,
predatory.
I'm just saying.
Women have a strange way of looking at stuff. So you guys, she said she was 16. I can't remember. You're a teenager. You're dealing with a guy. It's the summertime. He's messing with you from May all the way to August. And I get it. You guys try to, when you're younger, you got more patience sometimes. Maybe he didn't have nothing else going on, and he's taking you on dates and spending his money and all these things, and nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? And like Rico said, Rico's like, I can see why. Bro's like, to be honest, you know, I've invested, what's that, 2-3 months? May, June, July, up in here, and some of August. I've invested all this time and didn't get nothing. And she's like, well, you knew that I was a virgin when you met me and all that. Come on, man. Like, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't be ready, or that, you know, did you just swore off all men till you got married? Because if that was the case, I'm pretty sure he would have, if that was explicitly known. I mean, some dudes will stick around, but the majority of dudes, like, it's a waste of time. Nothing's happening here. Nah. And she's all shocked.
Well, you do gotta warm up the box. Here, this is the thing.
Oh yeah, we've been talking for months.
And he knew you wasn't
Of
trying to.
Wait, how old were you at that point as a virgin?
That's
She was 18.
No, 14.
No, I lost my virginity at 17, so I was probably 16.
Okay, so let's slow down here. So we're talking. I just want to make sure we're in context, because the people outside are just thinking this was in 2019. Let's just make this clear.
No, that's why I said back in the Facebook days when we used to do the TBA.
And then with a TBH.
So
Yeah.
Facebook is still out.
Flowing
And
up,
still
flowing great.
very much so popping. For old
Is
people.
it?
For old
That's
people.
what-
For old people. So I didn't know her age. You know, black women don't age. So I'm trying to get a context.
got you.
So
Could be 42.
correct. So she said back when we was liking statuses, I'm like, you probably worked at the DMV, had a whole job. So the reality is this.
You got a whole storyline.
Right. Because this
Whole
happens.
fucking storyline.
Creative, right? So contextually though, you actually attained this man. You entered a relationship with this man. And we're talking about the rejection being that at some point you didn't like each other anymore. This is why men and women are different. Ma'am, that's not rejection.
My ma'am.
What is it? What is it?
That's not rejection.
Definitely
That's
What
two
would you
people who
title
don't
that?
want to be
Yeah, what do
together
you
no
call, what do you
more.
call it?
It's just a breakup.
A breakup. Thank you.
It's not rejection.
It was just like day after day. I'm like, okay, I don't hear from him. Weird. Okay, second day I don't hear from him. So I'm like, yo, what's up with you? Because if we've been talking all this time, day after day for months, and I just stop hearing from you days at a time, like I'm thinking something's up with you.
So you had his
Did you-
number
Yes.
and consistent contact.
Yes.
Ma'am, this is not rejection. I know, and look, I know it. I don't want to take away your struggle.
Amanda's like, woe is me.
I don't want to. But that is a bad bitch story. I just want you to know that when your biggest L is a nigga that you didn't want, you got him to talk to you every day, emotionally connect and
For
vibe,
months.
and then wasn't fucking him.
Wasn't fucking him.
And the nigga was like, I'm cool. And you was like, that was the biggest L of my life. I'm like, when it came to rejection, ma'am, do you realize, can we tell some of our rejection stories, men?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, let's tell them.
Because it gets bad. I
got rejected a lot.
Sticky
Like,
as fuck.
A lot. You
I
know?
want to hear
So that
it.
she can have a context of what rejection looks like.
Well, so rejection looks like, hey, I got a boyfriend. And it's like, no, you don't. That's what rejection
Is this
looks
a
like.
lie?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I know it's a lie.
It's a lie, but sometimes it's not. So you can't even say that's a lie.
That's still rejection.
He knew, but you knew she didn't have a boyfriend.
Yeah, I know.
He
Like,
knows for a
I can
fact.
tell. You was just, the way you was just dancing on old boy over there. That's not
You just having a
boyfriend.
good time.
Oh nah.
I mean, I'm just,
I've got rejected. I got rejection with dances.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
You get rejection with dances as a man. You over here and she over there. Y'all feeling the vibe. She even look at you like, yeah, come over here. You walk over and she goes, sorry.
Yes! That is
rejection.
the worst. Look at your face. You can't even imagine that level of rejection.
Hold on, 'cause I'm Caribbean. I don't care who I'm dating. I'm dancing.
You
in the
whining.
fucking-
Bro, women see rejection different, and we handle rejection different when it comes to stuff like this. You know, if that's all hers, if a man just straight, if you approach the man, which none of them seem like they have a story. Guys, we have rejection story. A lot of you guys sit up here. I've always gotten choosing signals. That's why I never get rejected, bro. I get rejected all the time. And you have to learn to not take it personal. Keep it moving. There's a bus every 15 minutes. What they say? Is it every 10 minutes? Every 5 minutes? Bro, you can walk out and just talk. It's just a part of life, man. Chances are you'll never see that woman again. That's why, guys, you have to. It's usually the ones that you think aren't gonna say, are just gonna like be assholes to you, are usually the ones that'll give you the time of day. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we're reluctant and we second guess and we try to psych ourselves out of it instead of just walking straight up to her, asking her what's her name or introducing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And saying something and starting a conversation and keeping it straight to the point. You know, you never know what will happen, but it's just weird to hear this and how women just can't take rejection like we take rejection. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this whole conversation and taking rejection from somebody that you like. You know, guys, we deal with it all the time, but ladies, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this as well. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a session with yours truly, ladies and fellas. If you're trying to get some advice, hit me up. I'm now doing YouTube coaching. If you're looking to start your channel or expand your channel and you're looking for some advice, for me to look over your analytics and your channel and things like that, book a session. Also, I'm doing advertising on my live streams now. So if you guys have a service product, you want to promote your channel, things like that, make sure you hit me up on Linktree as well. Purchase all my books and merch. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. Much blessings and abundance to you all. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Stay tuned for the next video that's about to pop up. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. This is Wisdom. Peace and blessings to you. I'm out.
It's God's the beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.